Alright guys, welcome to the live stream. We're just gonna continue a little bit. I kind of want to work on a inventory system now, so we can have some sort of inventory going on. Because right now they're just placeholders. We do have the weapons. Maybe we can quickly work on some weapon switching before we start with the inventory. Might be a good thing to do. So yeah, let's start with doing that, I guess. So switching weapons, which will be the mouse wheel. So switching weapons, and what we want to do is, well, we want to get our array. We want to get a active weapon index. It's an integer. Let's do that, and then we have 1 and 3, so we have 3 in the array. So what we want to do is say that I want to get the length. That's if it's longer. First thing I want to check if it's a valid index. Check that the current one is a valid index. Okay. If it is, we just want to get the copy. But we also need to add the weapon. Actually, we don't have an input for this. It doesn't need to be an input, it needs to be a access mapping. So make an access mapping. That is the mouse wheel access. Okay. Get rid of this guy. Switching weapons. So we have an access value, so we can add that to our weapon index. So add this, truncate that. Can we just say truncate from here? Yeah, truncate this. So truncate it, then we want to add it to the current weapon index, like so. So when we switch, and then we want to check if this is a valid index, like so. And we want to check that. If it is a valid index, then we just want to grab this and say get, and we want to use this value. Okay. Like so. If it's not, we want to check if it is more than the length. The length of it. If this value is more than the length, and if it is, we want to set this back to 0. Then we just say set active weapon index to 0. If it is not more than 0, it means it's less. And if it's less, we want to get the final one, which is the get copy, which is the last one, which is the length. And then get that. Okay. Now, to actually attach it, what we want to do is, for utility we have what, pistol? Okay, yeah. So what we want to do is get the weapon, the active weapons, then we want to get where it belongs. How would you do that with utility though? Let's see. So to attach it, we want to get this, and then we want to attach component to component, so attach component to component, attach it to the mesh, and then we want to say snap, snap, and snap, and it will be the rifle relaxed. But we don't want to do that instantly, because what we want to do is actually check if we are in ADS. Okay. If we're not in ADS, relax socket. If we are in ADS, we want to use a different socket. So copy the mesh, paste that here. And then this will be the rifle aim socket, ADS socket, I'm pretty sure. See what we called it. Aim socket, yes. Rifle aim socket, like so. So that will take care of the normal one. Now if we put this into a function, which is f switch weapons, get rid of one input pin because we only need one. Active weapon. We refresh this. There we go, we just drag that in there. Copy and save this. Just add that together. Now refresh this. Active weapon. There you go. Now we can do that on each and every one. So copy this. Get this. Then call this function. And here as well, call this function. So now it should switch the weapons. It all, as you can see, it all added it to the rifle socket. Okay. But now we need to make sure that the one that's currently being used, that we first set our, before we do all of this, before we switch this, we first want to make another function, which is holster previous weapon. What we want to do in here is we first want to get the active weapon. So get the weapon that we currently have in our hands. And we want to attach component to component. But before we do that, we want to check if the utility, which is set to 3, I'm pretty sure, or 2 in this case. Yeah, 2. Okay. So first we want to check if the active weapon index is equal to 2. Because if it's equal to 2, then we want to attach it to the pistol socket instead of the rifle socket. So let's get the weapon stored socket here, pistol holster socket. So attach that. Okay. If it's not equal to that, we want to attach it to the weapon stowed socket. Okay. Drag that back up here because we need that. Okay. Now, in our weapon code that we just did, before we do this, which is getting the new weapon, or even before we do this, because here we already added Preferably we do it before this check. What will happen if we do it before this check? Let's see.
Damn.
Doesn't do anything. Okay. Give us a warning, so let's see what the issue is. Access none trying to get active weapon. Access none while trying to get this active weapon variable. Why? Okay. It just says 0 when we switch. Let's see why. Well, now everything is attached, but now if we try to attach it again, it says wrong. It says it's wrong. Why? We check if it is less than 0. Then we set to 0. And if it's not valid, means it's more, then we want to set it to the length, I think. Okay. No more errors, but the weapons are also not getting stored. Why? If it's equal, we want to get that and set that there. If it's not, I also don't see the pistol getting attached, to be honest. Yeah, the pistol is also not getting attached. Why is that? We truncate it, we add it, but we only check it here, so don't know why it's not doing it. And I don't know why the pistol is not going there. What if I say do once? Okay. So only do it once. And then make a custom event for this. Clear switching timer. Clear the switching timer. Do it on all 3.
Snowy.
So it only does it once. Alright, let's take this real quick. Let's get the active weapon index and print this. Just want to see what's actually going on, because it doesn't seem like it's actually doing something in the other direction. So we have 0. It stays 0, okay. 0. It stays 0 again. Everything stays 0, which shouldn't, obviously. Is it because we're not returning this? Never heard of that issue before, but you know, it's not this. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. So if we directly do it, it's gonna truncate it anyway. So, oh, active weapon index plus that one, obviously. Wait, what? Still no success, huh? Why is this going on? Get this one is equal to 2, which means it's double, so we do that, otherwise we do that. What if I reset this? It's just not adding. It should always go to this level, because it should always be valid. It also instantly clears it, obviously, because it's on a...
I love New York.
Mm.
I grew up in Alphabet City on 10th Street in housing projects. My parents were very strict with me. I was never allowed to do
What if we don't...
used to cut out high school and go to
Let's do it differently.
42nd Street.
Okay.
It was a very grungy area
Let's
for
do it
a long
differently.
time.
So let's clear
You had
this.
the peep shows, you had all the pedophiles,
Okay.
the
Let's get rid of the utility.
but it had
Go to
color,
here.
it had life.
Get rid of this pin.
Also had quite
So we only have a primary and a secondary. Okay. Now when we switch weapons,
when I became a
we want to say
still really high crime.
plus this.
In the 1980s, kind of cleaned up those streets in the 1990s.
Truncate. This plus this. Do that. Okay. Now we want to check if this value is clamp this. Zet je terugzetten?
Yeah.
Between 0 and 1. So only 2 weapons. Okay. Now we want to check if this is more than 0, which means it's 1. Okay. Then we want to if it is, we want to attach the primary.
Kasper was een beetje agressief.
Agressief of actief gewoon.
Chili actief.
We want to attach the primary to the stowed socket. Okay, and then let's do that like so. Get our mesh. Get our mesh again. But this time take our secondary weapon. And we want to attach our secondary weapon to our rifle aim or relax, depending on if we're aiming. So clear this. Check, are we aiming? If we are, set it to the aim socket. If we're not, we want to set it to the relax socket. Okay, so that's if we have the secondary weapon. If it's a secondary weapon, so let's see. Okay, but now when we do it reverse, we want to, we'll copy this again, and we want to set the secondary weapon back to the stowed weapon, and then we want to check, and then we want to say primary. Now we should have fully functioning weapon switching. There you go. We can switch between the weapons now. Of course it doesn't look amazing because we don't have any animations playing. So let's get a montage going, which is, if you go into rifle animation, holster.
Theaters were all crowded every night, and the cars.
This is stand, aim, equip,
People would wait online to get in there.
return, stand, aim, return, stand, aim, equip.
It was right next to the theater that Letterman filmed, so people flocked there. It was a landmark.
So we,
So it was a Thursday.
First we want to always return it, and then we want to equip it. Yeah. Okay, so this one is equipping. Use that one, and then return this one. Also make sure that it has the upper body. Okay. So after we play the animation, after we do either one of these, we want to play an animation. Play montage. Drag that in there. So first we want to return this.
We spoke to the super, we speak to the neighbors, we do canvases and find out if anybody can tell us.
So first we want the okay. So first we want to return this, and now on the blend out, we want to equip this one. Okay. And we also want to do that on each and every one of these. So 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 it's not really playing. Why? Because we need to do once here, because it's constantly ticking now. And also the thing that I think is going on is this is on the upper body. Okay, that's fine. This one as well. Okay, that's fine. So we want to have this, and then we want to say custom reset switching. So reset the switching, and we want to reset it on the blend out of this guy. Now it's always doing it. No, see. No, merci. So if it's 0, don't do anything. If it's not 0, then we want to do something. As you can see, this is not looking amazing because, well, first of all, what? Right here. Want to say notify window. This one will be on notify begin.
Zit in een hol toch?
Wat?
Ik zit in een hol toch?
Maak dan holder.
Ik heb daar geen goesting in.
Klinkt logisch.
Ja. Ja, hol toch. Ik maak dat liggen als je oké in.
Ja, dank u.
Anders valt dat voor niks.
Ik wil geen holder.
Maar voor jou doe ik dat. Ik doe dat voor jou, hè.
Ja, dat weet ik dat je dat voor mij doet, maar dat moet
Ik
niet.
hou van jou, hè. Daarom doe ik dat voor jou.
Ik weet dat.
Ik ga een holder maken voor jou.
Ik wil geen holder.
Wauw, echt niet.
Ik wil geen holder. Ik wil gewoon geen holder van u. Huh? Okay. So this one needs to move everything here because we want to
Ja, ik ga hem terugmaken.
do this. And on notify begin we want to do this, and same here. Notify begin we want to do this. Otherwise we want to do that. Okay. Now we switch it around and then we play this one. This should be looking a little bit better already. There you go. So now we have weapon switching, where it just switches the weapon when it's on the back. Can make it 0.45. See, it just grabs the other weapon. Now we can do that when we're running. That's an issue. We shouldn't be able to do this when we're faulting. When we fault here, we want to say is, well, can't we just get this and we need some sort of a, well, we could just say is any montage playing before we switch it. Let's go into our parkour. Okay. And let's say attempt vault when this is true and we're actually vaulting. Or when we call this here. Okay. We want to say is in vault motion. Here we wanna, whenever we try, we wanna set it to okay. Now when you reset it, we want to set it to false. Okay. Now in our player, we can say get is in vaulting motion. Before we switch weapons, we just want to see if he is. If he is, don't do anything. If he's false, we want to vault. Okay. So now we can switch weapons, no problem, but if I vault, I can't switch weapons until it blends out. But the gun is invisible. Let's check out why that is. Has something to do with the visibility here. Secondary weapon, set it to visible. Okay. Oh, so here we set the secondary weapon to be invisible when we vault. And then here we clear the invisibility on both the weapons. Makes sense. Let's see if it is because we're spamming the switch weapon. Let's see. Oh, now it's back. So if you're in vault and you switch weapons, your weapon becomes invisible. Okay. To fix that, we can basically reset it here and not here. Now it should only be able to do it or switch the weapon, but now we can't switch because we're rolling. Also make sure that on the rolling, when the reset vaults, that we also disable this boolean. But now if I'm vaulting, I should be able to spam it. The gun should come back. No. Okay. Well, we can just hard code this and just say when we equip, when we do the first montage, probably when we do the first montage, we just want to make sure that we set the visibility for both of them to be enabled. Then we continue. It's a little bit of a hard-coded thing, but hey, if it works, it works. You know what I mean? Like. So now I can jump. I can spam this, and there you go. It still works. Although the weapon switching doesn't work anymore. Now it does. It's because the weapon attaches to the back, and now it's gone. Now they're both attached to the hand. And that's because if I'm when we switch, check if it's add to the relax socket, primary. So if it's if we attach the secondary, it should go to the stowed. Then we do the primaries, and then here we should do the secondaries. That makes sense. Oh, here is the we say like always do the primary weapon, always attach the primary weapon to the correct socket. It's that we want to have the get the actual active weapon index and attach that, because you don't want to have a random, like you don't always want to have the primary. Depends on which weapon is active. So now if I switch, let go, and ADS, get switch, doesn't break, there you go. Are also fixed. But that's the other issue. We can switch it, but if we keep going, like I'm scrolling down now, it's gonna continue to play this montage, right? That is because we climb between 0 and 1. We're basically checking, like, we don't want to continuously play this montage. If we're at the bottom, we don't want to continuously do it. If we're at the top, we don't want to continuously do it as well. So to fix that, what we can say is, if what we basically need to do is we want to say, if we switch a weapon, right? We want to disable that input, so we can't go up anymore, or we can't go down anymore. That's what we want to say. Now, how can we prevent that from happening? What we can do is, here we're checking if it's more than 0. Ja, ik moet echt niks hebben.
Grappig.
Ik moet echt niks hebben.
Waarom nu?
Dat ik geen honger heb. Je ziet er echt goed uit. Basically we want to check if basically after we switch the weapons, we don't want to switch in that direction anymore. So before we actually switch the weapon, which is right here, I think we just want to have it do once and have the other one reset it, if you know what I mean. So instead of doing this, we do once here. Do once here. This one. Oh. Run this into a sequence. Okay. This one clears this one. Grab another one. And this one clears this one. Something is not mad. Something is mad at me because we're calling this reset switch event. So we can only switch this side once. We can only do this one as well, only once. There we go. So now you can't spam the animation anymore. But you can switch the weapons, you just can't spam them anymore. You can still spam this, but you see, you can still spam up and down, like so. I think that's no big deal. We can change that, it's a pretty easy fix. It's a pretty easy fix in the way that to fix this, all you have to do is while a animation is playing, so on each one of these, you just want to get a boolean, which is like is switching. Here we set it to be true. Okay. Also the bottom one, so do that. In like one of the later live streams, we're gonna be cleaning everything up and you know, commenting everything, making everything look nice, because we don't want to continuously do that. But what we want to check here is just the branch here. We want to check if we are switching. If we're not switching, we can switch. If we are switching, we don't want to do anything. So now you can't spam the animation anymore. See? No matter how much I try, you can't spam it. It does work. Everything works, but you just cannot spam it anymore. Babe, daar gaat niet lukken.
Dat gaat niet lukken. Nee, gaat kapot.
Hoezo gaat ze dit drinken?
Voor de dorst. Ja, wat drinken mensen, hè? Een beetje verlaat is oké, hè?
Je zet niet door het zatte bos al. Je zet niet door het zatte bos. Een beetje brand. Zie je dat aan het drinken? Fles is al vol. Fles is al vol. Je hebt goed gegaan vandaag. Alright, I'm back. So now we have weapon switching done, which is also a very good thing. Now let's quickly add the pistol back so we don't forget that we still have to do that one. So do pistol. Kun je de poepje maar wassen, ja?
Dat is niet slecht hoor.
Maar je hebt liever Bellini, ik weet het. Maar je hebt liever Bellini, ik weet het.
Ja. Maar dat is niet slecht, hè?
Ja, dat heb je nu al 10 keer gezegd. Je hebt het al 10 keer gezegd.
Nee,
Nee?
3 keer. Dat is wel een rare hotdog. Dat is een ronde hotdog. Heb je dat eens gezien? Ik niet. Nu wel.
Nu wel, ja. There you
Geen
go.
hotdog?
Nee, dank u.
Ja?
Ik zeg nee, dank u.
Dat ze die dingen maken.
Babe.
Ik ga eerst mijn maken. Ik wil gewoon.
Ik wil hem niet.
Ja, alsjeblieft.
Oh, je zit vervelend.
Grapje. Zo zat ben ik nu ook al niet hoor.
Mhm.
Mijn hamburger. Oh nee!
Ja.
Mijn hamburger zijn ontploft.
Wat?
Mijn hamburger zijn ontploft.
Oké.
Oh. En nu? Ik kan er wel beter. Ja. Amai nee. Extra gebakken.
Je zet mich toch eens speciaal.
Het is ontploft.
Je zet mich toch eens speciaal zo.
Ai nee, ja. Zou je nou altijd. Oh! En de promper. Oh. Mijn hamburger.
Access none.
Hoe was zuurkool gemaakt?
Dat weet ik niet, poepie.
Huh?
Dat weet ik niet, waarom.
Dat is toch raar?
Hmm.
Is dat niet gewoon zuurkool gemaakt? Bestaat dat? Koolsap van
Hoeveel heb je gedronken?
kleurskool. Je bent gewoon een hotdog. Een ronde hotdog.
Oh ja.
Ja hoor, dat is wel.
Put two bodies face down, with their hands behind their back, tied up with duct tape, and shot in the head.
They didn't break in. Door's not broken down. So that gives you some clue.
Barbara Butcher was like having another detective there, but a detective who knew more than you.
I was a medical legal death investigator working for the Office of Chief Medical Examiner in New York. We go to that scene and investigate the body. We work with the police. The scene belongs to them. The body belongs to me. 4 people had been lined up and shot. There was blood in a rectangle down the living room floor. And then the smears of blood where 2 of the people had been pulled away by
So
EMTs.
we want to make a boolean here, which is firing.
The bindings tied behind the back.
Is
Let's tie it
firing.
just like that.
So here we set it to be true.
One of the detectives saying to me, let me take you in where we think the
We're like, oh, we clear it.
That was Jennifer's stop.
Now with this ADS,
Somebody told me
first we want to check
the owner of the apartment.
if we let go of ADS. So if we let go of ADS and we are still firing, we want to stop fire. So which is right here. So make a custom event, override stop fire. So then we want to call override stop fire, continue.
Still had a pulse.
So now if I'm ADSing and I let go,
The body is
we can no longer fire the weapon.
collect whatever evidence, whatever story I can about that person if they're
Let go. We cannot fire anymore until we zoom back in.
She had this wonderful little creative thing, the kind of thing I would like. And I had a flash of sadness. And to see blood in that little sweet little sweetie, it was not good. You want to be careful not to let your emotions get away with you. So, quick, boom, let's close the lid.
Okay, so now just go into the
Let's get about our business.
child receiver, open this, make sure we grab the same socket name,
Becomes apparent that this
we add the socket. These are just temporary guns for now, but just want to set them up so everything works, and then later down the line we can make the modular weapons, or like the craftable weapons.
they discovered drugs and money missing.
Right away, we're gonna think Bobby found
So we
that.
can fire with this one,
You had 5 people tied up, 4 people.
we can switch,
Very unusual.
and we can fire with this one.
That doesn't really happen there. All shot in the head, back of the head, execution style.
Oh,
You could think that it could be a personal thing. You could think it
now we broke. We seem to
Jennifer
have been able to break it, because when we're firing, we play the montage. So when we switch, we also want to check if we are currently firing.
We knew it was all over from the beginning. They thought we
we are not firing, then we want to be able to do anything. So let's, if we are not currently firing, then we can do this. So now if we fire, we cannot switch to weapons. If I now let go of fire, now we can switch, no problem. If I let go, can switch again. Can let go of ADS, can switch to weapon. Can't fire unless I ADS. Okay. I want to implement like a lean mechanic, kinda. So that when the character is like against the wall, he can like use the F and the Q key to like lean left and right. It should be really easy to implement. Make 2 inputs. Say 2. Lean left, which is Q, and lean right, which is F. Okay. Let's close everything so it just gets a chance to update itself. Now, just go here before we do this. Want to add 2 more modifiers. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's this is going to be the lean left, so attach that and do that. Now we just want to make sure that he like leans towards the left, so for this we'll say 15. That's to the right, so minus 15, minus 10, and minus 5. So he has like this lean value to it. And if I now set this to be is aiming, you can see he like leans around the corner. Maybe a little bit more, say 25. Maybe this one needs to be like 5. So it like twists it. You want to be able to like twist it, but like kind of hold the weapon steady like that. Okay. Now for this one, we're just going to say lean left alpha. So based on the lean left alpha, we're going to be able to do this. Okay. And do it one more time. Default, let's set this to 0, so reset everything. Now this needs to go up here, this needs to go further, copy this, it's going to be the lean right. So for this we're going to use the same thing but positive values, so 25, minus 5, minus 5, let's see. For aiming, there you go. Maybe 30? A little more. Yeah. And well, for this one we'll say minus 30. Just so the leans are the same. And this is going to be the lean right alpha. Like this. There you go. Now in our player, we want to make events for the lean. And we are going to do lean left first. Okay. So we want to have two booleans first. So lean left active and lean right active. So for the lean left, we want to check if the lean right is active. If we are, we don't want to do anything. If we're not, we want to add timeline. I'm going to say play, which is the lean left timeline. Okay. Or lean left TL. And all we want to do in here is get a float value, set this to like 0 0.5, 0 0, 0 0.51, put it like that. Okay, auto this. Okay, now if we let go, we want to reverse this. And also before we lean, we want to set the lean left to be true. And set this to be false. And we basically just want to lean left alpha. There you go. Okay. Now let's duplicate this lean left, call it lean left, right alpha. So we just want to do lean right. Basically want to do everything the same except switch it around. So start with the beginning. So we go here. If lean left is active, let's go. Here we want to set the lean right to be active. Call this the lean right TL. And set the lean right alpha, like so. Now in our mission blueprint here, we just want to call these events, call these alphas, get lean left alpha, and set the lean left alpha for the right, get lean right, that's the timeline, get lean right, and add that. There we go. Now by default, set this one to be 0 as well. There we go. So now from in-game, I can lean left. Okay. We can lean right. Does look kind of wonky though. So let's say I'm right here. I can lean right. Well, it's because this leaning, which is these two, they need to go after we do everything else. Because we want the lean to be the last thing that this post does. So let's get that here. Okay. And then we want to put them right here. For now, let's do that. This. So it overrides the slot. There we go. Now it plays it cleanly. I don't know why it does this though. It like offsets it by default, which is not what it should do. Now it doesn't. There we go. Now we can lean left, lean to the right. But now okay. So if I'm in ADS and I lean full and I let go of my ADS, the character just stays like that. So yeah, so do it here. Yeah, because we have it is aiming. We need to call this before we do the is aiming part. Just drag these guys back and drag these guys in here. So they always update, not only when he's aiming.
The surveillance video depicted two male blacks. One had dreads and a hoodie, and the other one had short hair.
There we go.
By
So now we can lean.
hundreds of homicides I worked on,
If I run,
other than this, they've been human. So I was surprised when I saw the tape. I was like, whoa, this is very good.
We knew that those people were suspects. There's some people that we wanted to get into contact with and speak to.
this looks fucking wonky, but
This case happened at
it's fine.
7:30 p.m. We worked around the clock in the same
You don't have to take this game too serious, though. So
Lincoln. We hit play.
it's fine.
Her friend was asking, is she okay? She hadn't heard from her, and she was wondering where she was.
I had called Jennifer's house while the murders were happening.
Okay. Awesome. So we have all of this set up, which is weapon switching. We have leaning, firing the weapon. We still need to set up like ammo and stuff, but you know, that's kind of whatever. Next thing is probably zombies and stuff, but I'm kind of waiting for somebody for that.
They asked me questions about her business. I said to them, it was a place to gather.
It was just like friends hanging out and people smoking, talking.
So they were people that we met in passing, but we didn't necessarily become friends. Jennifer sold weed to support her artwork.
We learned that she was an actress that was in Dirty Dancing.
But music was more of an artistic at that point than dancing and acting was.
Her recording studio was the room that she
Draco, my
What's up?
man.
What's
What's
up,
up,
Reddit?
my friend? You are on the live stream right now
All
with
right.
exactly zero viewers. So that's
Yay!
it's been zero for the entire stream, but that's fine.
What you making, mate?
I'm still working on the third-person game. You want to see the
Cool,
progress?
cool. Yeah, show me what you got.
It's been like 3 streams right now.
Again, my dad is very impressed with your stuff, mate.
It's looking quite good now, I gotta be honest. My controller looks pretty good. You watching?
Alright. I'm watching it.
Alright, so you have a, standard character like this.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
can
yeah. Which
ADS.
is sort of- Yeah,
You
oh,
can
nice, yeah.
fire the weapon, right?
Ooh, I like the
Normal. You can
flashbang, yeah.
you can lean around the corner.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you have leaning. You have
Yeah,
the
first
weapon
person.
switching. Then you have the full aim offset, so you can like see where you're looking at, obviously.
Oh, cool, yeah.
You can run, which has like a little bit of leaning when you take the corner really steep.
Alright, right.
Okay. You have your average walking, you have your crouching, that also has the leaning value. So
Oh,
like
nice,
if
yeah,
I
that's
run
cool.
into a corner, he like leans into the corner more.
Oh, nice.
We have vaulting.
Oh, cool. Ooh. Your hand self sits a bit off. Yeah, no,
Uh,
but,
Yeah, it depends on the height. I still have to tweak some offset values. But
alright.
and the guns also seem to disappear, which is a
Oh,
little
nice.
bit of a bug.
Can you run and grab?
Still gonna
Oh,
be
jump
working
and
on
grab,
that.
jump and grab.
As of right now, no. But
Alright,
I
right.
might add it. That if
Yeah.
you're in air, it checks for walls in front of you, basically.
Yeah, because that'll be a good one if you have to jump from one place to another one.
Yeah. So you have
there
this,
you
and
go.
if you cannot vault,
Hmm.
he will perform a roll.
Oh, cool.
So
yeah,
there
that's
is
cool.
there is no standard jumping. So you can either vault or roll.
So you can't jump.
There is no jump.
So if you don't press shift and play, you can space. You can't jump.
If you press space, it will roll. And if
Alright.
you're close enough to a wall, it will automatically try to vault you on top of it.
Okay.
So you won't need actual jumping normally. But that's something
Nice.
in the level design we might have to tweak that. But as of right now, it's not been implemented.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
So yeah, that's the controller that I currently have. It looks kind of it looks kind of shit if you see it in this test level. But once I drag it into like a demo level, like the military demo,
Yeah.
then you can actually see that it looks quite nice with the environment.
Are you gonna create some AI?
Sorry?
Are you gonna create some AI?
Yeah, zombies, but I'm still waiting for the updated skeleton.
Alright.
I'm not sure if it has been pushed on the Epic Store yet.
Yeah, just we're just finalizing QC. Quality check.
Come on.
Oh, you got stuck on
Yeah, I
that
still
barbed
have to
wire,
work
buddy.
quite a bit on like making
Collision
it more.
detection.
Yeah, making it more like optimized for environments. But yeah, as you can see, if you have it in the game, it looks pretty good.
It does look good.
Mhm.
We've been does look good. We've been looking at it, me and Gamer Dad.
Jazeker. Oh, hey Zatelia, welcome back to the stream, man. How you doing? But yeah, as you can see, we have this going on right now. So yeah, you can lean around corners and stuff now, and fire your weapon and stuff like that.
No, it does look very good. And like I said, we've been watching it.
I've been seeing a
Going
lot
on.
of the template packs that there are, like SGK and stuff, and they
Yeah.
don't have this level of polish on it already. So I'm confident that this is, as of right now, this is one of the most polished controllers I've seen in like template packs by building it myself.
I do like the controls.
We're gonna have a lot more, like I want to add like a lot more features to it later down the line as well. But the
Yeah.
next thing I'm probably gonna do is work on some inventory.
What are you looking at when you do your inventory? Are you gonna create a, how can I say, jigsaw inventory system?
Not sure
Are
what
you gonna?
not sure yet. I was thinking of maybe doing like a Rust inventory.
Well, I've never played Rust, so I can't say what's there.
It's basically like a standard inventory with stack sizes.
Yeah, that's like your jigsaw inventory.
Not a jigsaw. It's not
Oh,
like
it's
it
not?
has a spatial thing. No, it just has like
Special
16 slots, for example. It has
Yeah.
no like different sizes. I think I like that more because a jigsaw is like you have to determine how big every part has to be, which I don't know. I don't really like that in games. It's not gonna be like a tactical game. It's gonna be a survival game, you know. You don't want to have
True.
like wood take up like half your inventory space. That doesn't really make
You need
sense.
to make like a swarm survival thing. But instead of top down, it's 3D, it's third person.
What I was
You know?
thinking was making like a survival game where
Yeah.
you'd spawn into the world with like a pistol or whatever, and you have to
Yeah.
create like teams. You have to create like a team or solo or whatever, and build a base, and you have to basically just survive. Is basically the goal. Survive against other players, but it's like
Yeah.
military mixed with like some sci-fi elements. So you have like mechs and stuff.
Oh,
So you
nice,
can
yeah.
build the mechs and stuff, but it's only in like rare crates.
Yeah, that will work nicely though.
I'm trying to see what you said, Satalia. Give me a second. Let me go on to my actual dashboard because Streamlabs is blocking it. So the EQS thing you helped me with yesterday. I was blind there. There was a test there for exactly what I was looking for. Oh. Yeah, well, like I said, man, EQS is not something that I've like used a ton or lately. But I'm glad you figured it out, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. So yeah, how is the Mex coming, by the way?
Where is he from? Mexico.
What?
What's that?
I'm asking how the Mex
Oh,
are
the
going.
Mex.
Not
Oh.
Mexico. How's
Sorry,
Mexico
man, I'm just-
going, man?
I don't know. I'll let you know in a week or two.
Haven't been there in a while.
Haven't been there in a while. Haven't been there ever. Never mind in a while.
Yeah, same. But how's the Mex going?
Mex is going well. I'm just finalizing it, but it's getting there. I'll
Awesome.
share now.
Yeah, show me the preview. I want to see how it looks, you know. I think controller-wise, I'm pretty happy with it right now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna be working on inventory, like on a proper inventory, and then working on vehicles. Get that working, and then after that, survival elements.
So the consumer screen.
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
so
if
the
I
blue-
can show this on stream, but
No.
I put it off screen.
Yeah.
All right.
This one is the swamp one,
Okay.
the jungle one.
The run looks weird. I don't know why.
I just set the run setting so it's just a bit faster, or else if I have to go back to the
your
normal run.
acceleration or your gravity looks off.
Yeah, it's just a normal third person.
Yeah, I know, but the way you accelerate, it doesn't accelerate instantly, which is
Yeah, it's the feet slippery.
slippery flow.
Yeah, well, let's blame it on the flow, man. So we
Oh,
got the ninja one also, so you can go ninja, play, boom.
Oh my god, the Max looks sick, man.
So you got the, and then you
The
got
Max look absolutely massive, like absolutely
Force one.
units.
That's the Air Force. Well, if you look at the humans compared to its normal skeleton,
Yeah,
see there,
they're absolute units.
huge, right?
I love the Max, bro. I really love the Max.
Yeah.
They're insane. They're expensive, but they're nice. They look good.
So then that's the Air Force one. This is the Defender. You know, it's got just guns and that. This is the guy you call in to just take out everything, you know?
Hell yeah.
And then you get the Desert Storm one,
Okay.
which is this guy here.
Ooh, that's also an absolute unit. Is that like rockets on top, or?
Yeah, it's rockets.
Oh, so you can
And
actually
then
animate the
there's
rockets. Ooh.
Little hats on the side with the stuff.
It looks,
With the
looks insane.
with the X's on, it's like drop mines and stuff that it uses.
Inception.
And then
Yeah, man, definitely Inception. Oh wait, I got my dashboard. People are looking at my dashboard, bro. I'm not a good streamer.
so that's your forest one. That's like your swamps, and this will be the, if you have to call them, it will be like the bumblebee one, the fast one, you know.
Hell yeah. It looks sick, man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
They're getting there, and
Amazing job, man. Good
yeah,
fucking
it's
job.
it's all rigged now to use any animation in the Unreal Engine 4. So if your character says it's rigged to Unreal Engine, or your animation says Unreal Engine compatible for the mannequin, then you will be able to use the mix now much easier.
That's
I am
amazing.
now doing the characters. So I'm gonna go start with the characters right now. But yeah, that's it.
That's fucking.
Yeah, it's my thingy for you.
That's amazing, man. I absolutely love the Mac
And they're
pack.
good. They are good, man. They are.
And you did an amazing job on them as well. So that's
It's
double
picnic.
amazing.
You saw the spaghetti that I got there, man. It's just a
Yeah.
crazy because you got to modular build each bloody thing, and make sure they work.
True. Yeah.
So your
I feel you.
your spaghetti is spaghetti.
Yeah, you're doing fine. No, I'm not. I'm not a good streamer, bro. Like I'm not a good streamer yet.
Yeah, unfortunately they can't do this. It will be updated soon, so then they will have it.
Let's go. The only thing I'm wondering is like which vehicles would I take for like actual vehicles? Maybe I take some from the Apocalypse pack.
What will be cool is you do like one of those cargo planes flying over and then the mechs drop out of it.
Oh yeah, if you call it in.
Yeah, that would be
sick,
awesome.
yeah. The only thing is like to actually have drivable vehicles, I don't know which vehicles I want to have. Whether it's going to be like Apocalypse pack or just military vehicles. Or a mix of mix of the two.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it's a nice decision system for you to make.
Yeah, it's also like, do I want to add tanks?
Well, if you're
Because
gonna
it's
have,
gonna be a survival game, but you know, maybe if you have
Yeah.
a really good alliance, you can like build tanks but make them really expensive.
yeah,
So you can actually like break enemies' tanks and actually do like a financial thing. One thing that seemed really cool for a game, can't go wrong with tanks, lol. Yeah, that's what I think as well, but the one thing I think would be really nice for a survival game like this is a player-driven economy.
oh yeah,
So if the economy is actually okay, let me give you the linky. It's just on my channel. You don't have my channel, Draco?
yeah, I do.
Uh-huh.
I'm just being a lazy.
Uh-huh. No,
I'm
but
just-
like I think a player-driven economy would be really nice for a survival game because you will actually have a way to make actually have like you can actually rob people's bases and get their money, use that money to buy like more artillery to grow your alliance,
You can
stuff like that.
spawn loot areas. Like if you look at Diablo 4, they got like loot areas that they spawn. So you just create random loot areas with basically bandits or stuff protecting it as you go on.
Yeah. I think I want to do something like that. I'm not completely sure yet. Like I'm still on the fence for that, but it
Well, if
depends.
you do
It
like-
depends what people want, really. Like, I want to use as much people feedback as possible when creating this game, so I don't make something that people are not interested in. Because the same is like, I'm gonna use Max, right?
Yeah.
But do I also want to use like the fantasy rival pack? Because I don't think it's gonna look good. I don't think the fantasy rival pack matches like a military kind of survival game, you know?
That won't. You're gonna either have to use like the zombie bosses or the fantasy rivals is not a good match. I would not use that.
No, that's what I thought. I'll probably just be using like the zombies from the apocalypse. Maybe like the boss zombies as well. The city zombies, maybe. If you have like POIs, like places of interest that are like cities, you can use the city zombies.
Yeah, like those zombies that you just put up there's the burnt
Yeah.
zombies. Those are the ones that's basically being burnt and stuff like that.
That
Then you
fits
get
well in
just-
like a desert vibe, you know?
Yeah, they're like dried out zombies.
And then like dog zombies probably.
That is the dog pack has the dog zombie in.
Yeah, probably like
That
those dogs. Maybe you can have like friendly pets. I don't know about that. Yeah, I might add
I would
friendly
just
pets, but
oh
that's gonna be a bitch to code that one in. I'm not sure if I could swear on
mm,
YouTube, but it's gonna be a pain to code those in.
yeah. I would use the dog zombies mainly for like just random run around in
Like
in a city and
special,
that.
like special events, basically. Like if
Yeah,
you
like
spawn a
this.
crate, like it starts like a hell round. Like
Yeah,
a
so
hell
the dogs.
in the POI, it's like a hell thing, and all zombies spawn in, like dogs spawn in, boss zombies spawn in, and you have to survive for like 5 minutes, and then you can take the crate.
Yeah,
Basically, something like that, probably.
and the more you kill, the more spawns. Like becomes more like you kill one, two spawns. Like it's Cerberus effect.
Just make it like chaotic, you know? So you have to
Mm.
be strategic about it, or you die, basically.
Make it difficult, but not too difficult, right?
Oh yeah. And then for like city POIs, you can just use like the city zombies. There's also like still basic ones here that I can also mix in with these.
Yeah.
But everything else is like really city related, so can't use those like in normal environments. But yeah, I want to make it like a zombie survival game, but that's more focused on PvP and have like the zombies basically be AI that just goes around the map. Like in Rust, you have like dogs, wolves, bears, stuff like that. In
Yeah.
this game, the wolf and the bear and the stuff will just be like zombies or like dogs or stuff like that, like apocalypse themed, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But the main concept is just going to be making an alliance or like try to get domination on the server by having a big team or having a lot of money and being able to buy like your tanks or find the parts somewhere or stuff like that. Like a very player driven game.
Mhm.
Think that would be probably the game that I would love to play. And then probably like base building as well, that you can build your own base, but the only thing I'm wondering is like how would I want to make that? Is my question. Do you know a pack that has like a lot of things to build like houses with? Because I think Apocalypse might have it, right?
Apocalypse have
Buildings.
somewhat.
Well, they have
Apocalypse
like
a lot of
preset
buildings.
buildings,
Apocalypse
right?
have preset buildings.
Yeah.
Got
You
some
can-
form of modular site also, I suppose. I'll
They
have to
have
check.
like bunker walls, like containers for like upgrading it.
Yes, you
But
got
we
some
need,
modular
like-
walls
we
because you
need,
can
like,
build your underground
wood.
bunkers and that.
Yeah. In order to make like a proper base, you need like first like wood, then you can upgrade it to stone, then you can upgrade it to metal, stuff like that. But that's like later down the line, and we can always make like our own assets for that if we need to.
No, that Senti covers everything if you really look at.
The
So if you have
packs,
the
yeah.
packs, you can do anything you want, you know.
True. Because I also got the gang warfare pack,
Yeah.
and the gang warfare has like the money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it has like drugs and stuff that you can also use for like collecting money and stuff. I don't know. That's kind of what I want to do with this game. That's like kind of the goal. I want to go for that. But if anybody has like their ideas, always make sure you tell them. I would love to hear about any ideas that the viewers might have, because this is a community project. I can't say that enough. This is a community project, so any feedback that you guys give, I can check if it fits the game and then implement it. And I also use a lot of feedback from like friends of mine like Draco or GamerDad or Shred, and use those feedback as well into the game. So always make sure you ask or like give your feedback if you see something you like or don't like. Just let me know. because I want to make this like a community project. And then once the alpha is like done, once the alpha is done, we can do like an alpha play test with like the community to actually see like how everything looks and stuff. And like find bugs and whatever. Does that sound good, Draco?
Yeah, that seems to work for you. You know, it's a good project that you're running to actually help people work with it. You know.
It's a good
Uh,
idea. Now, whether it's gonna be feasible is, because it's the way I'm seeing it, it's a massive project. I might have to get some more developers on this.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm working.
No, that's fine, man. You don't have to. Might need to ask like Shred or something to help with some stuff.
Yeah, Shred and Gaming Dad will be able to help you. They're
Yeah.
quite cleared up on its side also.
But you're a busy
Um,
man.
Yep. Always working. Almost done with this now also. What am I looking at? Yes.
Alright, I'll be
wait,
lurking. I need to go eat some dinner. Alright, man. Hope you enjoy it.
Alright, brother.
I'm actually gonna take like 5 minutes off as well. And
Okay.
or actually I might just close down the live stream for today. I
Yeah.
don't think I want to work on anything else on this project for today. I want to get some like look around a little bit, try to see how I want to implement an inventory system. And I first want to like research some things before we do that, because otherwise we have like multiple tries. So yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you